Hey everybody, how's it going today? How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Good afternoon. I figure I'd go live a little earlier today, but I am going to go live at my regular time, usually, around between 10:30 and 12 a.m. So, but I figure I'd also go live a little bit earlier today. So, you know, not so somebody needs to hear this. Excuse me, just a second. Let's see here. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you are watching from. And I want today's subject, I want to talk about how your employer profits every time you clock in. How your employer profits every time you clock in. Think about it. Every time you go to that job, every time you punch that time clock, your employer is reaping all the benefits, not you. All that hard labor that you're doing, that's for your employer's benefit, not yours. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, you guys. Just a sec. Again, let me know where you guys are watching from. No, my name is Steven. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm an online business coach and I help 9 to 5 workers learn the skills to leave their 9 to 5 for good. And that's my goal for people. People who are just like me. I worked 9 to 5 for 12 years. I worked 12 years in retail. I am a former Walmart employee. Now, I want to talk about the 4 reasons why employers profit from employees working for them. When a business grows, grow. The owner's income grows astronomically, but your paycheck usually stays the same, right? Raises and bonuses are limited, but the company's profits multiply from your effort. By paying you hourly or salary, employers buy your time for it at a discount, right? That time could have been spent building your own business, but it's being used to build their system instead. A company thrives because dozens of hundreds of employees contribute to the one person's dream. Every time you punch the time clock, you're building somebody else's dream, you guys. Every time you're doing all that physical hard labor, you're building somebody else's dream. Come on now, make it make sense. Just keep it real here. And, the company thrives off of dozens of employees who contributes to their effort. See, your boss is leveraging you, and this is what I'm here to talk about today. You could be your own boss and work for yourself. You can be your own boss and work for yourself. Let me turn this back on. But yeah, you can work for yourself, you guys. You don't have to keep working for somebody else. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I was a former retail worker. I was a former 9 to 5 worker. Oh, now before I continue, if you're on this live, I appreciate you watching. If you are new here, follow along with me. Subscribe to the channel. My goal here is to educate people, give people value. This live stream is not entertainment. If you're looking for that kind of stuff, there are plenty of other live streams here on YouTube where you can go be entertained. But my purpose here is to give people education and let them know that there's a way out. So if that's you, let's lock in and stay in. The rest of you, you can just scroll on. This live stream is not for you. This is for future business owners and future CEOs. And those are the people that I'm looking to help. I'm talking to my people who are 9 to 5 workers who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Gig workers, like people who does Uber and DoorDash and Lyft. Those people, those are my people. Because after losing my job in 2022, after 12 years in retail, I actually did food deliveries and rides for a few months, for several months. So look, you guys, you're talking to someone who has been there, somebody who has done all that. Okay. Well, I'm here to let you know that there's an option out here. There's a better way out here to make a passive income from your phone. Now, again, I am now an online business coach, and I help 9 to 5 workers learn the skills to leave their 9 to 5 for good. So if that's you, welcome. Happy to have you here. So what you're seeing here on the screen here, this is my results. Now, your results might be different with this business. And now the business that I do master resale rights, or MRR. Does anybody know what master resale rights is? Does anyone know what master resale rights is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what master resale rights are. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't know what master resale rights are. Don't be afraid to comment. You guys will go on other live streams and y'all will blow up their comment section. But you guys will come over here to stuff like this and then you'll be all quiet and be quiet as a mouse. That trips me out, y'all. That really trips me out. Y'all come over here, be as quiet as a mouse, but you go on other live streams and you'll blow up their comment section. And that's what I'm here for. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, I don't have all the answers. I'm human just like you are. But I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. But if you want to know more about information that I'm talking about, I invite you to click my pinned links in the comments. LegacyWithSteven.com. LegacyWithSteven.com. Let me show you. So you can go here, LegacyWithSteven.com. Go right here. You'll put in your first name and email, and then that way you can be connected with me. You'll also get my phone number. You'll have access to my phone number. All right. And each email you'll receive my phone number. And if you have any questions, you can call or text me. I'm here to help you. But 90%, 96% of your questions will be answered. So in my website. So anyway, I sell master resale rights. It's MRR. Now, master resale rights is you can sell a product over and over and over again. But most people that join this business, they're not here for master resale rights. They buy the education and they learn from it so they can learn how to, better promote their brick and mortar business or their online business. Because you have people that have brick and mortar businesses and online businesses that, they have them, but they're not doing very good because they don't know how to market their business. If you're going to have any kind of business, you have to learn how to market. So a lot of people join this program that I'm talking about, with the Legacy Builds program. That's a business that I'm with. And people buy it for education purposes. So you don't necessarily have to resell the digital products that I what I love about this business. You can work 2 hours a day from your phone. 2 hours a day I have on my site. But again, hey, we invest in stuff that's not going to give us any money back in return. That money's gone forever. We'll go to Amazon, we'll go to we'll get a Netflix subscription every month, right? We'll go to Starbucks 5 days a week, right? Think about it. I think Starbucks is like what, $5 or $6 for a standard cup of coffee. Make it make sense now. You do the math. You know now. Most people they'll also spend they'll spend you know um, $12 to $15 just to go eat lunch, right? Go eat out at lunch, $12 to $15, right? But you can invest in a business one time. You can invest in yourself one time, and you can have reoccurring income like this. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now I'm going to show you right here. This is what I have made with this business. Now I did this right here. Uh, just a second. I'm back, you guys. But yeah, excuse me. And you guys, you know what I love about this business? I can work it around my schedule. I can work it on my time. I don't have a boss over me breathing down my neck. I don't have a schedule that I have to follow. I'm my own boss. I control my hours. And that's the beautiful thing about this. You can control your own hours. You set your own hours. See, when you work for somebody else, they control your hours. They tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, right? Make it make sense. They tell you when you can go to lunch, right? Sometimes they tell you when you can go to the bathroom. That's a darn shame. You have an adult telling you when you can go use the restroom. Now tell me that's not ridiculous. Tell me that's not ridiculous. You know, anybody can do this business now. This is right here. This is my very first sale. I made this a month after I started this business. And I actually made this sale while I was cooking dinner in the kitchen, right? Just cooking dinner in the kitchen. I was actually cooking spaghetti that evening. And my cell phone that I'm talking to you on right now, it was actually charging here in my room. And I was like, you know what? Because you know how you like to check notifications on your phone after you're busy doing something. So I came back here in my room to check notification, and sure enough, there it was. This for my first sale came in right here. So I was shocked. I was real shocked, you guys. So just a second, guys. Sorry. But yeah, you guys, I'm back. Sorry, trying to see about my mother. So, she's mother's elderly. She's disabled, so she needs a lot of my help. And that's what I love about this business. Also, it's very flexible. So if I was working a 9 to 5, I wouldn't be able to take off from my 9 to 5 job to come home and see about her. I would be, I'd have to get that somebody's permission. But with this business, I don't need nobody's permission. And that's what I like about it, you guys. This business is flexible. So, yeah, this was my very first sale right here, and I couldn't believe it. When I invested in myself, I was skeptical. You told me 3 years ago when I was working at my 9 to 5, you told me about an online business like this. I would have called you. I would have called you about a bald-faced liar. I thought online businesses were scams and pyramid schemes too. Even when I invested in this business, I still thought it was too good to be true. But however, I'm like, you know what? I don't have anything else to lose, so that's why I gave this a chance. Because I got, after losing my job and after doing gig work, I didn't want to go back and work for anybody else. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give digital marketing a try. So, and I'm so glad that I did. Even though I was skeptical, I did it. I took that leap of faith and I did it. And a month and a half later, this first sale came in, and I could not believe it. I could not believe my eyes. So, you know, and and then I made my second sale right here. A few weeks later, I made my second sale. So, and this when I made this second sale, I was a true believer then. And I made this sale from PayPal. I was actually sitting right here at my desk making short video content, and it came right on in on my phone, and it also came right in on my email. So now these notifications right here, they came from my cell phone and my email. This is not from Google. These are my notifications, okay? And I'm showing you proof that this works. No, anyone can do this. You can learn the skills step by step, but you'll never know if you don't start. You know, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Now, I made this sale right here very recently. I was actually at the grocery store when this came in on my email notification. I'm like, wow. So, you know, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're gonna do something about your situation. And let me tell you guys something. Nobody's gonna come and rescue you. Nobody's gonna come and save you. You are your own rescuer. And some of you have been praying for a way out of that 9 to 5, praying for a way out of, because you're sick and tired of doing Uber and DoorDash and doing Lyft. You're sick and tired of putting strangers in your vehicle and, giving them rides up and down these highways. And you're looking for a way out. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. You can do it. Anybody can do it. But you got to have the willingness to do something different, because nothing's going to change unless you make a change. You know? And the funny thing is, we'll go and buy a brand new cell phone in a minute if our old cell phone got broken somehow. We'll go down to the store somewhere, Apple Store, Walmart, or Target, and we'll pull out our debit card and buy that brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max, right? Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Buy that brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max, and you'll even put it on a. But when it comes to an online business where you can work for yourself and be your own boss, and see, the problem is people want the money, but they don't want the education. They don't want a payment plan. They want the blueprint that's going to help them get there. They don't want to invest in themselves, and that's the problem right there. And that's why most people stay stuck in a job that they don't like. Most people continue to do the gig work like Uber and Lyft and DoorDash that they don't like. And trust me, I did that for 4 months, and believe me, I didn't like it, because some places are very sketchy, and it's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle, and that's what they don't tell you about gig work. So and because you are responsible, you're using your personal vehicle, and you are responsible for the maintenance and gas of your vehicle. I mean, shoot, when I finally stopped doing gig work for 4 months later, I actually had to change 3 of my tires. It was that much wear and tear on it for driving so many miles doing gig work. So, but you know what? With this business that I have right here, all I do is work 2 hours a day from my cell phone. All you need is a laptop or a desktop or a cell phone. But you'll mostly be using your cell phone. So, anybody can do this. Anyone can do this. You know, you just have to be willing to do something different in your life. You have to be willing to invest in yourself. You know, and the funny thing is, most people, they'll go on other people's stuff and, they'll scream and holler and leave long, detailed comments. But you know what? I don't care about views over here. I don't care about views. I prefer quality over quantity, because you can have thousands of people in your room, and they're not a bit interested in what you're talking about. But if you just have those few individuals in your room who actually get it, those are the people that's going to stick around forever. So I don't care about views. I don't care about, number of counts. I care about quality. I care about the value that I'm giving people. So, and that's what I'm here to teach today. So, but if you want to learn more about what I have, I invite you to check out my website link. They'll be in the pinned comments, legacywithsteven.com. What you'll do is put in your first name and email on that capture page, and you'll be connected with me. You'll have access to my phone number in each email, and you can call or text me with any questions about this business that I'm talking about. I'm in the e-learning digital marketing industry, and I sell master resale rights, done for you digital products, where you make 100% profit that goes straight to you. This is not an affiliate program. This is a 100% profit program. I know I promote and resell 4 done for you digital products. Where you have master resale rights. And what I love about this business, a lot of people get this for their education. They get a lot of business owners, current business owners, they get this for the education. Because a lot of people have brick and mortar businesses, right? People, a lot of times people have businesses of their own, but they don't know how to market their businesses. So a lot of times they end up going out of business because they don't know how to market. But a lot of people have purchased this business in this digital program that I'm talking about, and they've been able to save their business because they've learned the skills of the marketing strategy. And the beautiful thing about this business that I'm talking about, you can learn the skills step by step, and you can make anywhere from $100 to $900 a day by reselling it. But also, again, you do not have to resell it. Some people get it strictly for the education purposes. Think about it, you guys. For this same education that I'm talking about, you could purchase a college course, right? And you could pay anywhere from $5,000 to up to $50,000 for the same education that I'm talking about. And believe me, people have paid up to $50,000. Because you know why? You know why? Because they want the education. People will pay big money for the education. Our mentor, Miss Michelle O'Neill, she's my mentor. She's the founder of the Legacy Builders program. She's a mom of 6 and a grandma to 5. And she has made $10 million doing this business since September of 2022. And I'm part of a big community, of the digital growth community. We have 57,000 members. But it was 11,000 members when I joined a year ago. But it's now 57,000 people. People who have gotten sick and tired of being sick and tired of being on the struggle bus. The people who have lost their jobs like me. People who, single moms, single dads, retirees, different people from different walks of life who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they invested in themselves. So, anybody can do this. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can do this. If you're not learning the skills to run a bag, you're not And guys, if you're not getting notifications like this, if you're not getting notifications like this, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Look, if you like working your 9 to 5 job, you like clocking in, you like getting up real early in the morning, right? You like being told what to do and yelled and screamed at by your boss. Look, I'm not shouting down 9 to 5s. If you like what you do, you like your job, then if hey, you like it, I love it. This live stream is not for you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Tired of telling their children no every time their children wants to go out somewhere and do something fun. Like go to the fair or go to Disney World. A lot of you guys haven't been able to take your kids to Disney World because you ain't had the money to. Aren't you tired of telling your children no? Look, let me tell you something. There is a way out. There is a way out of it. There is a way out of it. Now, that's what you're seeing on the screen right here. Those are my notifications. But guess what? If you invest in this business, and yes, you would have to make an investment. But you're investing in the education, but you can also resell the digital products. And the beautiful thing about the digital products is that they never run out of stock. Like Amazon FBA and drop shipping, those things eventually they'll run out of stock, but you don't have to worry about these running out of stock. So, and it's plentiful. The e-learning industry is booming right now. The global e-learning market is projected to surpass $1 trillion by 2030. More people are learning online than ever before. Whether it's to upscale or start a business or to earn more income. And guess what, you guys? What I love about this business that I'm talking about, there is very little to no overhead. Very little to no overhead. Unlike physical products, the digital e-learning industry has no inventory or shipping costs, which means that higher profit margins often with 100% profit. So with this business that I'm talking about that I have, you will make 100% profit. Yeah, let's see. Andreas Gosman, I see you're laughing, but I guarantee you're probably working a 9 to 5 job right now, aren't you? You're working that dead end 9 to 5, or you're not doing nothing with your life. So you would rather laugh, but I know why you're laughing. But deep down, you know what I'm talking about because you're hurting, and you're laughing. That's your way of masking how you really feel on the inside. So I know the tactics. I know. I've been there where you are. That's right. You can scroll away. That's okay. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and block you because that means you're not serious about this. So, goodbye. This is not I don't play games here. In this live stream, we're gonna be respectful of me. We're gonna be respectful of each other. And if not, because no disrespect here will not be tolerated, and you will be hidden from this channel. So. And I'm happy to answer questions, but I'm here to give people value and I'm here to educate people. If you're looking to be entertained, you're looking to laugh, there's other live streams here on YouTube where you can go be entertained. But this is not the place for that. I'm here to educate and give people value. I just want to be very clear on that. But anyway, with the online business, people want solutions. In uncertain job markets, people are looking to achieve or actively looking to learn how to make money online, build side incomes, and start businesses. And they're willing to invest in education that works. So, yes, with any kind of business out there, you're going to have to make some kind of investment. You got to. There's no other way around it. Look, we invest in other stuff that's not going to give us long-term value. You'll go out and buy a $2,000 flat screen TV, right? And guess what? You'll put that TV on a payment plan, will you? But guess what? You're not going to get your money back on that TV because guess what? It's gonna hang on your wall, or it's going to sit on a piece of furniture and it's going to collect dust that you'll have to dust off. But with this, what I'm talking about right here, you can invest one time And guess what? I offer Klarna on my website. I offer Klarna Afterpay and Pay Later. I offer payment plans. You put everything else on the payment plans, the stuff that's not going to give you long-term value. But you can invest. You could put this business on a payment plan where you can learn the skills to make reoccurring income from your phone while wearing your pajamas, right? While wearing your bathrobe. Sometimes, just saying, you can make money in the comfort of your own home and not have to get into a car and go to work somewhere and report to somebody's job. You could, hey, you can make money. You can make passive income with this, spending time with your significant other, right? Spending time with your kids, going out to dinner, cleaning up your house, cutting your grass, doing the things that you love to do. And guess what? You only work 2 hours a day and you can get notifications on your phone just like this. Now, again, they're my notifications. You might make more, you might make less. I really don't know. And the question is, are you willing to invest in yourself? The question is, are you willing to learn the skills? I don't know your work ethic. I don't know your willingness to show up for yourself every day to your business. You show up to your boss's business every day. Why not show up to your own business? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't know your willingness to learn the strategies in this program that we teach. I don't know. You know, with this business that I'm talking about, results will vary from person to person to person. So again, you can make more than me, you can make less than me. I really don't know. I really can't tell you. But I will say this, it's possible if you're willing to start and if you're willing to learn. If you want to know more about this business that I have and learning and being able to learn the skills to get these notifications on your phone through your email and also through your email, go to the pin link in my pin comment, legacywithsteven.com, and you'll also get a free a blueprint guide in your first email from me. And you'll also get my phone number and you'll be able to connect with me. Okay. You can call or text me. I'm here to answer your questions, but 96% of your questions will be answered on my website. But you can always ask me the rest of the 4%. You can also ask the questions here if you want. But you guys, nothing is going to change unless you make a change. It's your response, your future, your destiny is your responsibility, nobody else's. If you like working where you're working at, you like clocking in every day, you like working your fingers to the bone, you like standing on your feet for hours at a time, hurting your back. Hello, hello. You like hurting your back and feet? Hey, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. If you like it, I love it. Again, if you like it, I love it. Now, this business is not for you. Go ahead and keep doing that 9 to 5 if it makes you happy. But I'm talking to the ones who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. The ones who's ready to lock in and who is ready to level up. Those are the people that I'm talking to. Those are the folks that I'm talking to. I'm here to help you if you want to help. Change unless you make a change. Make it make sense. So, people want solutions, you guys. In uncertain job markets, people are actively looking to learn how to make money online, build side incomes, or start businesses, and they're willing to invest in education networks, right? Automated and scalable. See, you can promote e-learning digital products through automated systems. And you know what I love about this business? I have my own automated system. I have my own e-learning training platform. I have my own email list and a community as well. You'll be a part of a big community. And if you ever get stuck, you'll always have help. But we're not going to hold your hand and do all your work for you. No, because you will once you decide to invest in this, you need any kind of help, any kind of question in business for yourself. Okay. That I mentioned that I have 4 digital 4 The 4 digital programs I offer is they range anywhere from $100 to $900. And depending on which one you get, you'll have the master resale rights to the one behind the other. So let's say if you get the $100 program, that's $36,000 a year. That's $100 a day. But however, you will only to be able to resell that one digital product. Okay, that one digital product. With a $300 passive daily pay blueprint, that's the one that I started out with. You'll be able to resell that product plus the $100 product behind it. That's $300 a day. That's $109,000 a year. How would that change your life? Right? But again, you'll have the master resale rights to 2 digital products. All right. So now we have the $600 product, which is a digital mastery. Again, you can learn the skills step by step to make $600 a day. That's 218,000 a year. How would that change your life? That's pretty good too. But that's if you learn the skills. That's if you invest in yourself. If you don't even invest in yourself, then you won't even have a chance. No, the only way you're going to fail at this business if you never get started or if you quit. But if you get started with this and you don't give up and you never fail, I'm not going to say it's beginner friendly business. This is a beginner friendly business. However, I'm not saying it's going to be easy all the time. You're going to have your good days. You're going to have your bad days. I have my good days. I have my bad days. But guess what? I show up anyway. You got to show up because people do business with people who show up. People do business with people who they know, like, and trust. So if you want people to know what you have and you want people to know what you're promoting, you got to put yourself out there. But what I also love about this, you can do this faceless. You can do it faceless. So anybody can do it. So, but that totally depends upon you. Now, with a $900 Legacy Builders program, you can learn the skills to earn up to $900 a day. That's $6,300 a week, right? That's $6,300 a week. That is $328,000 a year. So how would that change your life? How would it change your life? Would that change your life? Anybody can do it if they want to, but it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. But anyway, no, this is not impossible. You just have to believe in yourself that this is a mindset business. A lot of people stay broke. They stay broke, busted, and disgusted because they don't believe in themselves that they can do it. See, people want the money, but they don't want the education. They don't want the blueprint on how to get there. And that's what you got to do. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. You have to learn the skills. You got to have the blueprint to get there. So it's not impossible, but that totally depends upon you. And you know what I love about this business also? It's an evergreen demand. Unlike trendy products and physical products, education is always needed. People will never stop wanting to learn how to earn more and improve their lives. And that's what I'm here for, To me, it's not about the money. It's about the time that you have. It's about the time that you get back. Because when you got that 9 to 5, you're trading time for money, and you can't get that time back. You can make more money, you guys. There's many ways to make more money online, but you can never get the time back. So, you got to be willing to do something different if you want to make a change in your life. Again, nobody's coming to rescue you. No one's coming to save you. You are your own rescuer, right? You are your own rescuer. So if you want to follow along with me and learn more about this business that I have, go down to the link comments and the link in here in the chat, And this live stream will be saved to replay after it's over with. So you can also click on the link in the comments and as well as in my description. But legacywithsteven.com is what you'll go to. You'll put in your first name and email and let's connect. I would love to get to know you as well as you get to know me. And you'll also receive a free blueprint copy, a free version of the blueprint in your first email from me. So let's connect. I would love to get to know you. And definitely be sure to check out my website. My purpose here is not to sell anybody anything. My purpose here is to educate you and let you know that there is a way out of that 9 to 5 that you know you don't like. So, that's my purpose here. That is my purpose here. But anyone can do it. You just have to believe in yourself that you can do it. All right. Well, you guys, I'm fixing to get off of here for right now, but I just figured I'd come on here earlier. I really want to get on you because I didn't do it last night. So, but anyway, I will be back later this evening. So, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And I also do short videos as well as long form videos. So, let's connect. You have a wonderful day, you guys. I will see you later.